I was in reflecting. I remember over the last year or so, maybe, give or take, I've been hearing stories about how over in Europe, they have allowed all these Allah U'aba people to come in, people from Africa, all kinds of folks have entered into some of the countries over there. And as a result of that, the rape and murder rate has gone through the roof, especially, but not only, toward white women in those countries. It's because they have allowed all these illegal aliens, to enter their country. And those people have a different culture. A woman in Austria, not Australia, Austria, is being charged for bodily harm after she stabbed her attacker, despite the man who is a Syrian migrant being accused by the police for trying to rape her. Isn't that amazing? It's happening in America too. And the Democrats are happy about it. The radicals are happy about it. They will not shut the door to the borders. Even though they know that these people, they know nothing about them, right? All kinds of people coming in. And they see the crime, how the crime is going up. They don't care. Well, I saw this on the local news here in Los Angeles, where a group of, not a group, but they showed this video of a guy, this young white girl was walking down the sidewalk there in Beverly Hills, and some guy just went over to her and took her around the neck, kind of like he was hugging her, and tried to take her to someone else's garage, one of the houses where the garage door was open, and he took her in there and tried to rape her. Luckily, she was able to fight her way out of that situation, and the guy that tried to do this to her just walked away, and it was reported that he walked down the road and grabbed another woman.
The LAPD is hoping that this surveillance video will lead them to the homeless man who's been accused in 2 assaults. The first was on Melrose yesterday afternoon, right near North Vista Street and Waring Avenue. The man was seen with his arm around a woman's neck here, leading her into a garage, but she was able to get away. Then 20 minutes later, up in West Hollywood, near Hampton and West Curzon Avenues, police say that the man pushed a woman into her apartment. She screamed, and then the man ran off.
And even Beverly Hills is under attack now, and the people are running scared. I was just so scared, and they're afraid because defunding the police, letting the inmates out of prison without bails, out of jail, no bail bonds and things like that, and putting blacks in position of power in the government where they can change the laws to go after white people. White people supported Black Lives Matter while they were committing an insurrection upon America. They gave them buku money, they kissed their feet, they washed their feet. Things have only gotten worse. They've not gotten better. And everyone see what's happening, but because of fear, they will not speak up about it. They don't want to be called racist. South Africa is in the full force here in America now, and it's getting worse. So if you don't think what's happening in Canada can happen here with dictators running America, it's already happening, in all honesty. They just haven't called themselves dictators yet. Another thing that blows my mind, didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? When Black Lives Matter first started their attack upon America, they were paying Black Lives Matter to defund the cops, to destroy businesses in this country. They raised buku money from that. And the whites were too happy. They were more than happy to pay them to do it. Have you ever seen or heard of anything like that? And the money that they gave Black Lives Matter is being used against them. A radical organization. This is from WLKY. Suspect accused of trying to kill Louisville mayor candidate out of jail after Black Lives Matter group post bond. Watch this.
Just after 8 o'clock Tuesday night, Quintez Brown walked out of the Hall of Justice surrounded by media and his family.
No comment. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
With the hoodie over his head and face covered with a mask, he remained quiet as some around him shouted no comment when reporters asked questions. On Monday, Brown is accused of walking into the campaign headquarters of Louisville mayoral candidate Craig Greenberg, firing off several shots, including one that grazed the candidate's shirt.
what we become so enthralled in is knowing that there's a system that's willing to punish people even before they are officially charged with their crimes.
Brown's $100,000 bond was paid in cash by the Louisville Community Bail Fund. Chanel Helms says despite the high-profile nature of those involved in this crime, even Quintez Brown deserves the chance to utilize the due process of the justice system.
We're talking about jail. We're talking about a system that has people sit in jail for years without seeing hearings and trials and play back and forth with their mental health, their well-being, and their community.
Helms says there was an outcry to get Quintez Brown out of the jail due to mental health concerns. Just last year, the 21-year-old activist and U of L student went missing for 2 weeks before being found in New York City. His release Tuesday was met with disdain by leaders in the city, including Metro Council President David James, who was on his way to a meeting at Greenberg's office the morning of the shooting. James says it's unfortunate Mr. Brown has been bailed out of jail due to his propensity to violence. I think it's irresponsible, and I hope those who contributed to posting this bond are prepared to be held accountable if Mr. Brown injures someone while out.
And those are the type of people that is now getting into your government. What do you expect to happen? You think going to bring the races closer together? What do you think going to happen with this? And white people, you funded Black Lives Matter. If you want to know what can happen to you, look at the black men. The average black man isn't worth a dime. The black women are out of control, and they're getting it in government now, in the schools. You are giving up your country, white people. And if you doubt the outcome, call somebody over in South Africa and see what the outcome looked like. Ask them, they'll tell you. All behind one word, racism, that doesn't even exist. It's a made-up word. A made-up word. That's what's so crazy. It's not even real. It's a lie. Well, I guess they say if you tell a lie long enough or tell a big lie, the folks will fall for it. They start believing it or something like that. This is proof of that. No such thing as racism, sexism, homophobia-ism, Islamophobia-ism, deadbeat dad-ism, Allahu Abba-ism, white supremacism, or anti-Semitism. Is evil versus good. And you believe that racism exists, and look what's happening. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Just Leave Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.